Monday morning, it's wet, we got the rain. You may be able to notice I have a guest in the van today. I'm taking Juno around to my parents today. We've got someone coming around to do some work in the kitchen at home, and just be a nightmare. I can't take Juno to work with me today, so what I am going to do is take Juno around to my mum and dad's, but I normally put her in the cage. Unfortunately, I had to have everything out of the van today. I've just got all the tools in there. I have a big ladder in there, mowers, hedge cutters. I've got too much stuff. I had to get rid of the cage for today. I have to leave the cage at home. So Juno is coming with me like this, just for a quick journey. It's only around the corner. But this is how we used to work. When I first started work, I was working out of the back of a car. And when I started taking the dog with me, Juno with me, this is how we used to go. Every day, she'd sit in the front with me. It was a bit of a pain in the backside, to be honest, because as soon as I got to work, I can't have her out all the time, so I sometimes leave her in the car. As soon as I get to work, she would eat my lunch, you know, so it was one of those. Yeah, she would eat my lunch if I left her in the van. And on the way home from work, she was always so tired that she would end up laying all the way across my lap. And so she was this big lump, just fast asleep all the way across my lap. So I was real happy when I got the cage. I could sort of finally keep her safe. You know, it's a lot safer for her in the back of the van. And she just lays straight down and goes to sleep. But today, needed to have a bit of a change around. So anyway, going to get rid of Juno, and then I'm going to get cracking for the day. So I'm at my first job of a Monday. I've got rid of Juno. She's now safely with the grandparents for the day. This first job is just an ongoing maintenance job. I don't cut the lawn here, and I'm really pleased I don't cut the lawn here. I will show you, hopefully show you a little bit, and you'll see why I'm happy not to be cutting the grass. I really feel like in the background I should have the soundtrack to the Rocky movies going up all these steps. I think if the customers here ever asked me to cut their grass, I would just have to cut it with the strimmer. As you can see, it is one group of steps after another, and I mean it's long way up. The lawns themselves aren't that massive, they're just different sections. So there's one big section here, this is the biggest section there is. Little section here, up some more steps, and up some more steps to this section up here. So I am convinced if they ever asked me to cut the grass, it would all be done with a strimmer. But I mean, it's hard enough just getting the fork up here, to be honest. Yeah, nice view, but tiring. Now this footage, guys, is just something I decided to film for you because this is the first time I've been able to use the mower in damp conditions. So on this day we had a fair amount of rain. It wasn't the downpours we had later on in the week, but it was damp enough to be able to test out the Hayter on damp grass. Now this lawn isn't very long, it's mostly made up of moss and just bits of rubbish really, but I was quite pleased with the way it bagged. Threw it to the back, no problem. As I say, I would love to have used it on some more sort of lusher grass rather than sort of you know, moist moss. This is what this was really, but it bagged fairly well. It chucked it all to the back, and yeah, well, couldn't really ask for more than that, to be honest. This property I sought out is a fortnightly property, and what I normally do for the gentleman is come in, I will always cut the grass for him, and then whatever bushes else he wants me to sort out, whether it be a little bit of weeding or maybe shape up some of the bushes for him, I will do that. Actually, while I was here on this day, the neighbour across the road came over and asked if I would fancy cutting his grass for him as well. So it was quite a productive day, picked up a job. That lawn in particular is more of a fiddly one. It's not a very open space, it's quite a lot of strimming involved. If it works out well, I hopefully will show you that in the future. But in a second here I'm about to show you how well the Hayter
bagged for me. So it's not absolutely saturating on this day, but it was the dampest grass I've had to cut for a long time.
So today's Wednesday, and I think in the last video I mentioned about how dry it had been lately, and we hadn't had any rain for sort of over a month really. Well, that's no longer a problem. Wednesday is a total washout. It's really, so Monday we had a few showers, nothing too much, nothing really sort of stopped me from working. Yesterday was really humid and hot, but the forecast was correct. Today has been an absolute washout. I managed to do one job this morning. Only managed to do half my time there though, just because it was just so constant and wet. So I'm going to do what everybody should be doing on a wet day. No, I'm not going to the pub, not yet anyway. I'm going to go shopping to get some supplies for all my bits and pieces. I need to get some grease for the hedge cutters and some sprays and weed killer, that sort of thing. Just haven't had a chance. So every normally wet day, every wet day we have, I end up coming to my supply place and getting a few bits and pieces. I think everybody else has got the same idea. There's quite a few vans and lorries and cars here. Everybody's coming shopping. So anyway, I'm going to try and give you a little bit of a glimpse round the shop. It's the shop in question is called Bryant's. It's called Bryant's. It's in a place near to where I live, and yeah, they've got good assortments of tools. The only thing with this place is they do have a deal with steel, so they only sell steel products. So they don't sell. They sell other types of mowers and that sort of thing, but all their hedge cutting gear, their strimmers, all that sort of thing is all steel. You can't pick up any Echo stuff here or Husqvarna, stuff like that. So that is the only downside. Sometimes I would like to have a little look and maybe have a go at some other bits and pieces. I know there are other shops obviously available, but for me this place is never let me down. So always a little bit dubious to go somewhere else. But no, I'm going to go and have a look round and get myself some stuff.
So this is the place I get all my bits and pieces from. They have a repair section, and they also have a robot of some sort cutting the grass. Didn't mind the rain by the looks of things. They have a lot of different types of mowers here. I think there's like Viking, Toro, Hayter, Hondas, all those sorts. I've always brought my mowers from this place. I've never had any problems from them. A couple of cultivators to go through, and I think in the back there's the scarifiers. A couple of mowers as well. I always like coming to these sort of shops. I'm a bit like a kid in a toy shop when I come to these sort of places. I always have a look around. And someone asked in a video before what weed and feed I use. That's the stuff there. Don't know if it's any good, but it's always works well for me. Now, as I say, this place is steel heaven. You want to come here, all you're going to find is steel. This is the combi stuff. A few blowers in the background, a chainsaw. That is on my shopping list. The cultivator. All the hedge cutters there, bush cutters, trimmers, that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, I always come and have a good look round, even though sometimes I don't have any, most of the time I don't have any, need to buy anything. Just always having a look round and checking the weights of different things, that sort of thing. So also on my shopping list, probably later on in the year, will be the pruner. I probably will wait sort of further on in the year till I get it, but I will definitely get it at some point. All your hand tools, loppers, that sort of thing, and the Wolf Garden tools, which I've used a lot of in the past, been ever so pleased with them. I normally get it from this shop. And these are all the roller mowers that they do. There's Hayter in here, there's a Honda in here, I think there's even a couple of lawn flights, that sort of thing. So it's just a bit of a look, guys, at the place where I get all my bits and pieces from, whether it be mowers or weed killer. This is where I come. Bit of a different video this week. Unfortunately, the weather really did play a bit of havoc with me, but I do have a standalone video which I will hopefully be up tomorrow, which is pure and simple me just mowing some long grass. Take care, guys, be good, and I will see you soon.